is crazy. There we go. What's up with it? We are here. We are going live on everything. We're on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. I can get all this stuff going at one time and not have fucking problems like everything else is having problems. I hope this don't slip during the show. It probably will slip during the show, so let me fix it. Twitch. If you hear, today's gonna be a good show because I got some great topics of some stuff that I saw. So I don't know too many people. Bro, I did. What the fuck? So we are live. We are live, right? So today's show, actually, this is my first time going live on TikTok. So I don't even know how live on TikTok works. So we'll just let that ride. Today's show is gonna be interesting, right? So today's show comes from a post I seen on Instagram, right? And today's show, we're going to talk about a concept that I had no idea. So listen, do not come for me about this concept. I do not know about this concept. I heard about this concept from a lady. So a lady told me about this concept. I don't even know about this concept. I was told about this concept. So don't come at me saying, hey, you came up with this concept and men this. I had no idea about this concept. I was told about this concept. So we're going to talk about this concept today. And I won't be on here. Last night we streamed for like 5 hours. We was up all night, so we ain't going to do that. But what I do want to say is this concept was very interesting, right? And it has so many aesthetics to it. It has so many layers to it that it's going to probably take up most of the show, right? And it's crazy because a woman introduced this and there was a lot of women supporting this concept. So, right, I'm going to play the video for you guys, right? And then we're going to talk about it. So I'm going to play the video for you guys. And so you guys can see what's going on, right? Because I want to understand like really what this video means. So we're going to play the video and you guys give me your honest opinion about this video. Hold on. So let me pull it up because this is crazy right here. Hold on. This is wild. This is a wild comment. This is a wild comment because I had never heard of this, but we're going to let you guys hear this and you guys let me know what you think about this in the comments, chat on Twitch. Y'all let me know and we'll go from there because this was wild to me. Here you go.
Be more prevalent. Okay, I know I look a mess, but the message is still the same. Women are tired of men's shit. And it's just crazy that they rather marry a knowingly gay man and let him do what he does than to deal with a straight man. Women are taking lavender marriages over dating a straight guy any day. And that's crazy. So they still get the husband, they still get the house, the, bills paid, whatever. But it's like they're marrying their best friend. Somebody they don't have to sleep with unless they want to. So they don't feel the pressure of having to sleep with that man every night. Like, I don't know. Who's going to sign up for it? Not me. I got a man. Lavender marriages are starting.
So now, lavender marriages. This is called a lavender marriage. Remember, I didn't say this. I'm just reacting to what this lady said, a lavender marriage. So this is what a lavender marriage is, if you guys can hear me, right? A lavender marriage, she just talked about lavender marriage, right? And if you guys just got here, I'm going to actually play it again for anybody who just got here because I want you guys to hear this because I didn't say it. I want you guys to hear from this lady. Hold on. I want you guys to hear from this lady. Hold on.
Are starting to be more prevalent. Okay, I know I look a mess, but the message is still the same. Women are tired of men's shit. And it's just crazy that they rather marry a knowingly gay man and let him do what he does than to deal with a straight man. Women are taking lavender marriages over dating a straight guy any day. And that's crazy. So they still get the husband, you know, they still get the house, the, you know, bills paid, whatever. But it's like they're marrying their best friend. Somebody they don't have to sleep with.
So you hear it, right? So shout out to everybody who just joined, right? So these lavender marriages, right? This is crazy. So I seen this post, this lady talking about a lavender marriage, right? And this is crazy. So to all you on Twitch, right? They're seeing this about a lavender marriage, right? That's insane. A lavender marriage. This lady talking about lavender marriage. This is insane. This is diabolical. Any person, any woman who would agree with this woman is crazy. Like, if you literally agree with this woman, you're crazy. For the simple fact of what you're telling me is, right? In her mind, this is what she said, right? In her mind, this is what she said. She said basically that women are okay, and she's trying to end that she has a man, not her. Sure, she does. Sure, whatever. But in her mind, she's saying it's okay for women to openly marry a gay dude and accept him being gay, long as he provides for her, because it's like marrying her best friend. So let me get this straight, because I played the video a couple of times so we can understand that this is not my words. This is not me making up a story. This is what's out here, right? Women are saying you're okay marrying a gay man, him being with another man, long as he takes care of you. You're okay with that, because it's like marrying your best friend. So that's okay, right? That's fine. That's cool. You're cool with that, right? So you're okay doing that. So you're okay as a woman. This woman in this video says she's okay marrying a man that's gay, long as he takes care of her and provides for her, right? Then him going with a man. So you're telling me you're okay, because the reason why you want to do that is because you can emasculate him, and that you can be the masculine figure in the relationship. That's what that is, basically. You could be the masculine one. That's why. And your bills are still taken care of. Sounds like a little bit of prostitution to me, but I'm not going to say that. Hey, but you're telling me that you would rather someone take care of you and you share him with another man. You're okay with that. Your ego and your pride is okay with you sharing him with another man, because you can say it's his fault. There's something wrong with him. It's not you, right? That's what makes you feel good. Like, fellas, I'm telling you right now, pay attention. I'm telling you right now, fellas, pay attention. This is diabolical. Like, this is diabolical. This is crazy, because the reason I'm saying this is crazy is because for some woman to say she'll marry a gay dude to accept what it is just so she can be provided for is crazy. Like, so with that being said, right? Chat, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, you have to be careful, because this is what she's basically saying is, I can be in a marriage with a man who doesn't really want me, long as he take care of me, and I can control it. I can control the narrative. I can control him. Why? Because he's like a friend, right? He's like a friend. He's like one of my friends. So I can control him. It's okay. I can control him. He's more feminine than me. I can be the masculine one. But guess what? My bills are still paid. All this is still good. So that's the biggest problem right here that you see from the video. Like I said, I didn't make the video. She made the video. But the point still stands is, why not say, okay, you know what? I can be with a straight man and share him with another woman, long as he takes care of me. That would be too much competition. That hurts the ego. See, she could easily said, hey, look, I can take a man who has another woman, long as he takes care of me. I'm okay with that. She couldn't say that. That was just too much like right. She'd rather something be wrong with him and say, no, he has to be gay. It's the shame, insult, and the guilt, and the need to be right. They will always belittle you to have the upper hand, which is crazy, right? And when you sit here and think about it, because when I seen the video, I'm sitting here like, nah. And then when I go to the comments, oh, let me read the comments. The comments are crazy. The comments were crazy. Hold on. The comments were crazy. Hold on. They was just like open the floodgates. But some women were against this, right? But here's the problem. So many women was for it, right? And what the crazy part is, how are you tired of men, but you only you segregated to just straight men? So you're tired of straight men, right? Which is crazy to say, oh, we're so tired of straight men, we're going to marry gay men because gay men are going to be with men and they're going to take care of us and we get to go be with us and we get to be with our friend. That's the problem now. So now you're going to hop from gay men to yourself because they're taking care of you and just be more nasty. So you're already doing that anyway. And now you want to do that on a different level. This is crazy. Like, this is the stuff that females, I tell y'all, like I was telling on the last stream on Twitch the other day, I was saying, like, they really don't like you, bro. They really don't. They just want to be provided for. If you really pay attention, most of them don't like dudes. They just want to be provided for. If you really pay attention, that's why they really want to be able to dictate what you do and control you and do all this just to be provided for. Because any woman that says, hey, I'll take a gay dude and marry him and put on a facade of a marriage while he sleeps with a dude as long as he provides for me, is crazy. That's a devious woman. That's crazy. Like, I don't get that at all. Like, there's nothing in my body that can make me understand that. Like, nothing at all. Like, nothing. There's nothing you could tell me to make me understand that. Which is crazy because you're telling me you don't even, why would you even get married? Like, why would you even have vows under God? You should just be like, no, we're just friends, or just be single, or wait till the right person come along. You'd rather live a lie. These women would rather live a lie and say, hey, I'd rather live a lie, be with someone I don't love, I don't care, and marry them just because of the monetary advantage. That is crazy, right? That's like, bro, men don't do no shit like that. That's like a man saying, hey, I'm gonna marry a lesbian because I'm tired of straight women. Like, that don't even sound right. Like, the logic behind some of the things y'all say on social media, and I get it's just social media, they just say whatever, but I sit here, like, I was literally just sitting here like, she didn't say this. She could not have said this. The way she said it was just crazy, like, just openly okay with saying it. And she didn't bat an eye. She didn't blink. She was smiling. She was happy. And close to the end of the video, she goes, no, not me. I got a man. No, you don't. Because if you had a man and you was happy with your man, you wouldn't even put this marriage, you wouldn't even put this narrative out there. You'd have been like, I don't even support this marriage. You know why? Because if it don't apply, you let it fly. Anything I see online that don't apply to me, man, I let it go. Like, if it don't apply to me, it goes. I don't dig deep into it. Only time you see somebody like really focus on something, it applies to them. Just like on TikTok, right? When I post videos, it's content, it's my opinion, it's what I think, right? But most people respond to it because it applies to them and they feel some type of way. This is all opinion. All this shit we talk about is opinions. That's all. That's it. That's all. It's an opinion that I have, is an opinion that you have. You might like it, you might not like it. But the shit y'all be saying and doing is crazy. Like, bro, I get it. Like, I understand it, right? And we'll move on to the next topic. I don't want to harp too much on here because I'm not gonna be on too long, because last night we was up late. We were streaming for like 5 hours last night, which is crazy, right? But I just found that was, we're not going to talk about the hygienic part of that. The hygienic part is nasty. Like, and matter of fact, let me tell y'all this. I just had told my dudes, no one believed me when I told them that females be messing with gay dudes and messing with straight dudes. No one believed me when I said that. Remember, y'all didn't believe me when I said that. Go look at my old podcast, my old streams when I told people that. No one believed me. They're like, oh, we didn't know that. I literally told people that. Nobody believed me that they will mess with gay dudes and straight dudes just to satisfy their ego and their emotional distress. Their ego and emotional distress. That's why they do it. Think about it. Like, what person in their right mind would even, we know the dangers out there right now. Why would you even play like that? Why would you play with your life like that? I wouldn't play with my life like that. Are you going to play with your life like that? Like, honestly, think about this. Would you want to be with someone who told you, I married a gay guy just for some stability and I just do this, I go from him to him to him to him? That is crazy. That is dangerous, bro. Y'all better watch who y'all dealing with on everything. Y'all better watch who y'all dealing with. It's an evil world we live in. It is an evil world we live in. Y'all got to be careful who y'all laying down with, who y'all seeing. I'm telling y'all right now. Because on the outside, it looks good. On the outside, it looks good. It looks like it's cool and everything, and everybody's cool. It ain't always cool like that. And I'm not here to say who's wrong or who's right. I'm just commenting. I'm just going by what this video said, right? But we're gonna keep it moving, right? Now, are y'all all familiar with what's her name? Hold on, what's this female's name? Her name is I believe is Kayla Nicole. Do y'all know who Kayla Nicole is? Everybody know who Kayla Nicole is? Well, Kayla Nicole is Travis Kelce's ex. Now, hold on. I want to make sure I get all my details correct when I do this, because I don't like having mixed details. So I want to get all my details correct. So let's check this real quick. We're gonna check Google real quick, right? We're gonna check Google right quick. So we're gonna have Google tell us the truth right now. So Google's gonna tell us about Travis Kelce. Let's find out a little bit about Travis Kelce, guys. We know Travis Kelce is a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. What year did he get drafted? Does anyone know what year he got drafted? Because he's 35 right now. So he's been in the league for a while, right? Let's see what year he got drafted. Travis Kelce, right? Let's see. He got drafted. He got drafted 2013, right? He got drafted 2013. Travis Kelce got drafted 2013 to straight to Kansas City, right? First year. He has 3 Super Bowls, 4 first teams, 3 second team All-Pro, 10 times Pro Bowl, right? He's all decade, all Big East, right? Bam. When did he win his first Super Bowl? He won his first Super Bowl what year? 2020. He won his first Super Bowl 2020? Was that 2020? Yeah. 2020. He won his first Super Bowl 2020, right? Oh, they beat San Francisco, right? So, bam. First Super Bowl 2020, right? Bam. When he win his second Super Bowl? 2023 against the Eagles, right? Bam, right? 2023, season 2023, right? Bam. Right? So, reason I'm doing this is for a reason. The reason I'm doing the build up is for a reason. His third Super Bowl, right? 2024. Bam. Build up, right? Now, it's the reason I did that build up. It's a particular reason why. So, Mr. Travis Kelce, right, started dating Kayla Nicole in 2017. From 2017, he dated her to about 2022. So that's about 5 years, right? Travis Kelce. Now, he's an all-star pro football player. She graduated from Pepperdine University as a journalist, right? So she's a college educated young lady. She's very, very, very beautiful, right? But here's the problem. Here's the problem with this young lady. She made this comment on Angela Reese's podcast. Let's listen to this comment. Hold on. Let's listen to this comment.
Do I look like anybody that would split anything?
So you guys broke up at that point because
No, this is the question. Do I look like I would go 50-50 on bills?
no.
Okay. So yeah, that was ridiculous. But he addressed that too though. I don't even know why that even became a thing. Yeah, that was never an issue in our relationship, but it was definitely a rumor on the internet. But no, there's no bill splitting. But I think that to each his own. If people like to split their bills with their man, I think
Okay, there's no bill splitting. To each their own, right? You want to do 50-50, you don't want to do 50-50, cool, right? That was an interesting thing she posted after everything that happened, right? I'm pretty sure, and this is just me, after dating for 5 years and they weren't engaged or married, he probably just he didn't see himself with her for long term, especially after this comment, because that was her way of thinking probably. And he didn't dog her out. He didn't say nothing crazy to her, right? He was probably just like, hey, look, I moved on. They broke up. right? Then he found someone else, which I find funny. He moved on from her and went to Taylor Swift, right? Totally different aesthetics. You know, she has way more body than Taylor Swift, look prettier than Taylor Swift, of course, 100%. But 1.5 billion, you don't have to worry about splitting bills when you got 1.5 billion. When you have about 200 million and you got 1.5 billion, splitting the bills doesn't even matter. So now she's sitting here salty on podcast with this same attitude. Do I look like I split bills? Now, here's the question, right? Who fumbled who? You have people talking about aesthetics. Oh, Travis Kelce fumbled. Why? Because he has a pretty bodied up liability, or did she fumble? Like, I'm trying to understand here who fumbled who, because y'all keep saying Travis Kelce fumbled. What did he fumble? A pretty liability? Bro, he's going to be a football Hall of Famer with money, and he just got engaged, I think, for to marry Taylor Swift, a billionaire. Just because she don't look as good or have as much body as Kayla Nicole, who fumbled what? Because some of y'all are so caught up on these Instagram social media types, y'all can't look past the fact that, hey, it's about more than body and looks. Sometimes men are looking for peace, appreciation, celebration, and just like more. Nobody cares about the Niners, bro. No one cares about the Niners. No one cares about that. That's why they dogged y'all out in the Super Bowl. No one cares about the Niners. That's why they dogged y'all out in the Super Bowl. You need to worry about that. Drastic. Worry about. I can't even talk. We traded Micah Parsons. What am I talking about? We traded Micah Parsons. I can't even talk, brother. Yeah. But yeah, so you gotta look at it like that, right? So many people. And you know what? Here's something crazy about when they broke up. This how so many women are so backwards and so petty and so malicious and so hurtful, right? Women are so just evil sometimes because Travis Kelce and her broke up and he started dating Taylor Swift. You know what they said about Travis Kelce? He was racist because he's with Taylor Swift now. I said, bro, that's a reach. I said, bro, he was with her for 5 years. She might have had the stinkest attitude. How did he use the culture? How did he use the culture? Because of the Travis Kelce fade? Bro, here's the thing, bro. Check this out. How did he use the culture? Explain that one. I want to know how he used the culture. To me, honestly, bro, I'm going to keep it 100. I never paid attention to him. I didn't even know he dated a black girl. I'm going to keep it 100. On God, I never even knew he dated a black girl. I don't even know how that happened. I don't know how he used the culture. Like, honestly, Travis Kelce, bro, listen. One, I'm not a Chiefs fan. When people say they're a Chiefs fan, I think they're just for the latest ride. So when Travis Kelce came about and seeing him, you know the truth about Travis Kelce, bro? I didn't even know he dated a black chick until they broke up. Like, I never knew Travis Kelce dated a black chick until they broke up. You know, once they broke up, what does that say? End zone Sellies. Yeah, I didn't know that he even dated a black girl until they broke up and he got with Taylor Swift and everybody was making a big deal about it. And they saying he fumbled. I don't think he fumbled, bro. Because just because she looks good and this and that, bro, Taylor has 1.5 billion. Like, and if we're talking about money, and maybe she just treats him better, maybe there's more support. Maybe that's his piece. You know, I think he went to the BET Awards. Hold on, let me check that. Hold on. Hey, Twitch and Instagram. Hold on, my boy Drastic saying he went to the BET Awards. Let me see. We can always find this out. That's what I love about the internet. He went to the BET Awards. Let me see, guys. Hey, let me ask you a question in the chat. Do y'all think Travis Kelce fumbled or did Kayla Nicole fumble? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Oh, yeah, all the same. Him, Machine Gun Kelly, Post Malone. See, I don't know. Because Machine Gun Kelly got a half black daughter. So I don't know. I don't know about Machine Gun Kelly. See, it says he was never at a BET Award. He was mentioned. Yeah, he was never at a BET award. You know, using the culture, I think we allowed him to use the culture. Travis Kelce. The only thing I had a problem with Trevor Kelce was this: when they called it the Kelce fade. That's when I had the biggest problem, because that's not the Kelce fade. That's our shit. That's our fade. That was my biggest problem. That was the biggest culture vulture move. And I don't know if he ever cleared that up, but yeah, that was my biggest problem with Travis Kelce. Right. That was always my biggest problem with him. But a lot of people use the culture. Like it's so many people we could say that use the culture, right? But in essence, let me ask you this: like with this, right? Is this part, right? Even with that being said, right? When he was with her, no one said none of that. When he was with her, no one said that. When he was with her, and we don't know what type of hell he was going through, because from her interviews afterwards, bro, she has an attitude on her, bro. She has a severe attitude, bro. I'm talking about like none other, bro. After like just seeing what he probably had to put up with and the difference. And I'm just, like I said, this is just from the outside looking in. This ain't no definitive answer. This is just my opinion. I can't remember seeing her at any game. Have you ever seen her at any of his football games? Let me see. I'm gonna Google that. Let me see. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see, because I want to see. See, so I'm looking. I can't. Bro, I'm looking. Somebody help me find it. Someone send me a link. If you could send me a link right now, I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't find it.
Thanks all here.
Oh, I can't see nothing. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I think I might have found something. Oh, okay. Oh, her taking pictures at the game by herself, looking. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. So Taylor got them pictures out of there. Oh, so you telling me Taylor did a full sweep? You telling me Taylor made them do a full sweep? Is that what you telling me? Hold on though, because I want Twitch to see this. So I'm gonna show Twitch this, because I can't show TikTok this. She's very high powered, but I want Twitch to see this. I want Twitch to see this while I talk to TikTok, because I just feel like, well, this is so cap, bro. Because with this being said, bro, the narrative that they paint that he fumbled, bro. Look at this, bro. You can just see for yourself, bro. This is crazy. Like look at this, bro. Just watch this. This is crazy. This is bananas, bro. This is next level debauchery, bro. This is crazy. Like, you would think, bro. You would think that if I'm with a female that's in the WNBA and she balling, bro, I'm at every game supporting, babe. But if I'm dating the NBA, if I'm dating what's the WNBA chick that played for the Sparks that look like she's like the popular one? She look kind of good, like she kind of, I forgot her name, bro. She bad, right? Bro, I'm finna be on her. But watch this. We gonna watch this right here. Watch this. So watch this, Twitch. And yeah, bro, I don't think he fumbled. I think she fumbled. Not safe for you. But anyway, yeah, so she might be high powered, bro, but I don't think she swiped. I don't think she had YouTube, Instagram, Facebook erase all the pictures of the game, bro. Look at this, bro. I wish I could see this. Bro, all she's doing is pictures of her. It's all about her. Like, this is different, bro. Kayla Nicole and her crew watched boyfriend Travis Kelce and the Chiefs come up to short at the AFC game. Bro, it's about her. Let's be clear. He didn't fumble the bag. He did, but he did use black culture for popularity like they do. Okay. Okay, and switched up. This does not seem like language. This does not seem like language. So fumble in the back. Okay, when you say so. You can't use a culture, bro. Like when you say use the culture, this is when I hear people say use the culture, bro. Every culture gets used, right? When you put it out for the world to be used, that's what's gonna happen, bro. That's like, okay, that's just like saying hair, like black haircuts, right? Once you teach someone how to be a barber, the fade no longer belongs to just black people. The taper just no longer belongs to black people. It's out for the open. The hip hop culture is for everybody now, right? So he didn't really use black culture for popularity. That just because the popularity with the haircut, you know, the haircut, that's what the NFL people did that. You know what I'm saying? They did that. That was them. Look, she's making it all about her. It's gonna happen. Like if y'all can see this video, it's all about her. Look, it's all about her. Look, all about her. Look, all about her. So
You heard the ladies. Go to him.
yeah, this is sad. I don't even want to watch this anymore. This is sad, bro. This is sad, bro. But yeah, so with that being said, like you can't say he used the culture. All he did was he turned his swag up a notch, right? That's like, you know, he just turned the swag up a notch. That's like saying when everybody was wearing the rock stars type like style, like trying to dress like rockers or skaters, you know, like we're not stealing from the culture. You just like rocking with it. Like when you see something you like, that's just not ordinary. And he got back with, you know, when he got with Taylor Swift, he just went to his style that he normally was comfortable with, you know. And sometimes women have a big, and this is what I'm talking about. Women have a big influence on the men they date. Sometimes if you can't be yourself with a woman, why even be with her? He probably really wanted to be how he is with Taylor Swift, with Kayla Nicole. She just wasn't going for it. That could have been the whole thing the whole time. He might have really wanted to be with that funny mustache and the old corny self the whole time. She probably just wasn't going for it. You know what I'm saying? So that could be the whole thing. We're not really looking. My whole thing is they broke up. He moved on. Now everybody mad at him because he got with Taylor Swift. Like, bro, let me ask you a question, Drastic. If you break up with your chick, right, and you go with someone else that has 1.5 billion, is it your fault because you leveled up, or were you supposed to downgrade? I think it's because he leveled up. They wanted him to downgrade. And a lot of people get caught on this outside look. Like a lot of these females want okay, so here, let me break it down like this. When it comes to women. When women break up with a man, they already assume you ain't gonna never find nothing better than me. You're gonna never find nothing better than me. You always gonna be this and this and that. So they don't want you to find nobody better than them. They want you to always go downgrade. They want to be able to look back and say, look, I told you I was the best thing that ever happened to you. You'll never find nothing better than me. You'll never do this, never do that. They don't want you to ever to succeed because you're not with them no more. So when you upgrade, it's like a chink in their ego, a chink in their pride. So they sit there like, dang. Now, and especially and look, I get it. Look, it don't make it no better when as soon as you turn on the TV, the NFL got the camera all in Taylor Swift's face. Taylor Swift got Ice Spice at the game. She got all these people at the game. It don't make it no better, right? So I get that part. So I understand that part with the Travis Kelce thing, right? But I'm still like, bro, like to get on Angela's Reed podcast and like, do I look like somebody who go 50-50? Bro, so you're telling me, right? If you have millions, he has millions. Bro, you don't think Beyonce and Jay-Z go 50-50 on stuff? You think it's just Jay-Z paying for stuff? They put their money together to make things happen. When you have multi-millions, you put money together to make things happen. No, it's not 50-50. It's called being smart with your money. She still has this ignorant mindset. Do I look like I go 50-50? She's so concerned on how she looks instead of saying, hey, we trying to do better and bigger things. It's crazy. Like if you would have seen the video I did on Twitch, it was all about her, which is cool. Like, who's she with now, though? Ask her, who's she with now? I don't even know who she with now. Who's she dating? I bet there ain't gonna be nobody better than him. Probably is. She could do better. She's not a bad looking chick. And she went to Pepperdine. She's not dumb. She went to Pepperdine, so she's not dumb. She graduated for journalism. So she's around sports. But I don't know. I just don't know. But we're gonna keep the show moving, guys. Now, something interesting happened to me Friday. A lady asked me a question, right? A lady asked me a question, and the question was kind of common sense, right? So when I was explaining it to her, as I was explaining, she said I was mansplaining. I was like, what? She said I was mansplaining. I like, what does that even mean? Like, I've never heard that. Has anyone ever heard mansplaining? Has anyone ever heard of mansplaining? Anyone, I'll wait. Has anyone ever heard of mansplaining? Because I never heard of mansplaining. Mansplaining is a foreign term to me. I've never heard of mansplaining. This was something new to me, right? So first I Googled it and I chat GPT. I don't know how to say chat GPT. Fuck. I don't know. But chat GPT told me this, right? It says mansplaining is when a man explains something to a woman in a condescending or oversimplified way, often ignoring her expertise. I'll say it again. Mansplaining is when a man explains something to a woman in a condescending or oversimplified way, often ignoring her expertise. I don't know where they come up with this shit. Bro, look. I do not know where they come up with this stuff or where they pull it out the sky or how they get to rewrite the dictionary. But I swear perspective gets changed when it comes to women. They get to rewrite the book on perspective. So now when I was explaining it to a regular, I didn't think I was talking condescending. I thought I was explaining it how I was explaining it. She said I was mansplaining, right? And I'm sitting here like, when I understood, I'm sitting here like, nah. And so in Chat GPT, right? And they said why it matters is because it undermines women's authority, reinforces subtle inequalities, and damages collaboration. Workplace dynamics, tech finance conversations, even personal relationships. Bro, I was flabbergasted. No, bro, I'm talking about my mind was blown. I'm saying, so now with mansplaining, you guys want us to talk to you like 5-year-old kids. So now with this term mansplaining is they're coming up with all these little terms. So we have to talk to women like 5-year-old kids. Like, oh, hey, yeah. Like we can't talk with no level of intelligence. We have to talk like 5-year-old kids, put emotions over logic, right? And understand that no matter what we say or do, we have to take their feelings into consideration, even if they're wrong. So even if they're wrong, they don't know what they're doing because what it says, ignoring their expertise. So if you ask me something that you don't know, but you know something else, I'm supposed to still dumb down the explanation so I don't sound condescending or I don't offend you. I don't know what's going on around here. I really don't, bro. When they told me this, bro, listen. I was lost for words. Like I was just like, okay, I guess like I'm supposed to, bro. I didn't even, bro. This is how I can't talk right now. That's how I was. I'm like, bro, because it makes no sense. You're telling me how I talk based on how you perceive it is a problem. So like I said, your perspective of how I'm talking is a problem. But really, I'm telling you, I'm not talking a certain type of way, but how you perceive how I'm talking is a problem because you're a female. So when men talk, we can talk direct and it's no problem because we know the threat of violence is possible. So when men talk with respect, we know there's a threat of violence, right? So we talk with respect. So even if a dude is talking kind of raspy with each other, we don't trip because we know what it is. But women, as soon as they feel like their feelings are not being validated, or they feel like they're not being seen or whatever, now it's a problem and you're mansplaining because you're ignoring their level of expertise, or you're just over whatever the case it is. And if you know women like I know women, bro, every day they feel a certain type of way. One day is not like the next. So one day you could be making perfect sense and you can be explaining something great. The next day you could be condescending and man explaining, which is crazy. It makes no sense. Please explain that to me, somebody. It makes no sense whatsoever. Like none. Like literally none. I was literally like, bro, when I was having the conversation with her, right? And literally, I'm telling you what the actual conversation was. The actual conversation was, she asked me, did I want to get married one day? And when I was finna say what I was finna say, she goes, oh, you're finna give me a mansplaination. I said, a what? You're finna mansplain your answer. I said, well, what does that even mean? And when I got the definition, how can I mansplain my answer? It's my personal answer. So she was already on the defensive before I could even answer, like most women are. You're going to be defensive of what I'm saying, which is crazy. Like, let me talk. I can't even fucking talk. It's crazy. But the usual. That's the usual, right? Mansplaining, right? Bro, the terms, I don't know, man. Y'all come up with these terms every day. Shout out to Twitch. Shout out to Instagram. Shout out to TikTok for y'all. It's Saturday. I know y'all got stuff to do. Hey, hold up. It's Labor Day weekend. What do y'all got going for Labor Day weekend? What are we doing? What city y'all in? What state y'all in? What are we doing for Labor Day weekend? What's the turn up for Labor Day weekend? I don't go out or drink or nothing, so I'm kind of a square. So I'm not gonna be doing much, but probably homework and watching movies. I was gonna do a like 24-hour stream, but I got tired last night. But it's Labor Day weekend. What are we on? Besides me streaming and talking about these problems we have and trying to help people out here, is going down major, right? And I'm like I said, this is just my opinion from some stuff I've seen and learned. It might mean something to somebody. It might not mean nothing to nobody. But nonetheless, this is what's happening. And to those who don't pay attention, you will become a victim to some of these ladies. And I've seen it. And you don't want to believe me? That's cool. You don't have to believe me. I'm not having the same problems you're going to have. Point blank, period. Now, the next topic, right? How are we doing on time, guys? How are we doing on time, guys? We're moving quite along. We're doing the last 15 minutes. We're in the home stretch, guys. We're in the home stretch, as they say, right? How are we doing? Okay, so here we go. Right? Women versus women. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I need some water or something. Hold on. Where's my hey, my water went down. Okay. Women versus women. And when I say that, what does that mean? Women versus women, what does that mean? Well, there's a silent war, right? But what happens when the real clash isn't men versus women, but women versus women? What happens when the real clash isn't men versus women, but women versus women? Traditional women often emphasize family roles, homemaking, modesty, loyalty to established gender expectations, right? That's like modern women. Like, I want to say not baby boomers, maybe some Gen X, millennials, there, right? Liberal modern feminists prioritize independence, career, sexual freedom, and rejection of traditional gender roles. That's a technical clash that we're having right now, right? Because a lot of traditional women are clashing with modern women. And a lot of times traditional women are kind of like older or younger or have a different mindset, but more liberal feminist women are more masculine and more dominant, more strong. They're more strong-minded. So when a lot of these over here, modern women, liberal, they kind of take over the traditional women. They kind of try to make them think like them, right? And so what happens when you get that fight, that war, is you're starting to see more of these liberal modern feminists online just preaching the negative talk, where the traditional women are more like modest and they're laid back. So they're not going to be able to defend themselves. They're really laid back and modest, right? So they're not going to look for the attention that the liberal modern feminist is. They're going to be more loud. They're going to be more masculine. They're going to be very, very in your face with it. You're like, bro, chill, relax. They have so many masculine qualities. It's crazy. Like, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you some signs of a liberal modern feminist. And you're going to, when I tell you this, you're going to realize it, right? The modern liberal feminist, very, very promiscuous, very loud, very vulgar, backs her car into every space, has a lot of male friends, right? No one can tell her nothing. Very sociable. She does all the things she do parallels to what men do. And when you ask her why she do that, because she can't, I'm a woman. And her thing, her basis of everything she does is, well, men can do it. Why can't I do it? She has no understanding of consequences for her action. You're supposed to understand why she did it, and you're supposed to do the consequences of her actions. Whereas in traditional women are very feminine, they're very reserved, they understand consequences, they're very understanding of everything. They smile, they're happier, right? Right? And so what you get is the clash. The big clash that's happening, right? The big clash that is happening like this, right? The big clash is the social media wars, right? The trad wife versus the boss babe, or the bad bitch or the boss bitch, right? So the trad wife, she understands like, hey, look, I'm cool with a man taking care of me. I'm cool with holding down the house. I'm cool with the kids. That's what that's the life that I want. I'm cool with that. Where the boss bitch or the boss babe or the bad this, bad that, she's saying, no, hold on. I don't need a man for that. I can do it myself. And if I do get a man, he better provide this life for me without me doing nothing. As you heard from the video earlier, that's the first class. The second class is the women who are traditional, who want motherhood, who understand motherhood, who love motherhood, who look at kids as a great thing, as an honorable thing. Whereas in liberal modern women look as a child-free debate. It's like, no, I'm too selfish to even have kids. A lot of these modern liberal women, like, I don't want kids. I'm too selfish. It's about me. Why would I have kids? Why would I have kids to tie me to a man? I don't want kids. I don't want kids. It's about me. That's what a lot of these liberal modern women want. I'm just telling you, this is from people I've really talked to. Like, whenever I meet a woman who don't want kids, I say, hey, why don't you want kids? I'm too selfish. I care about me. I don't want kids holding me down. I don't want to be tied to no man because of kids. These are questions I ask. Like, when you're dating, you ask these questions, hey, this and that. A lot of women don't want to get married. They want long-term relationships. Like, women don't want kids. They don't want nothing to hold them to anything or one person. They want to be able to get up and leave when they want to, which is fine. They have the right to that. That's a liberal, modern feminist. And listen, I'm all for it. I am pro-choice. Let's get that out the way right now. I'm very pro-choice. All right. But when you're pro-choice, you have to understand the information has to be out there, because a lot of men don't know how women feel, because a lot of men won't ask those questions, and a lot of women won't tell you upright, like, look, this is how I feel about life. Like, the next clash is marriage versus career. Some women don't put marriage as a priority. Some women put career as priority. That's why you see a lot of women going into management now. A lot of women going into upper management, being CEOs, because they went to school. They put that as a priority. They don't want to be a wife at the house no more. They want to earn. They want to have a control. They want a little power dynamic. So you have to understand that we're dealing with that. And what comes with being a CEO and being upper management, masculine qualities. Certain things come with that, right? So you got to understand that when dealing with that, because it's not something simple that you could just turn off. When you're running a Fortune 500 company, when you're dealing with workers, when you're dealing with all these things, you just can't turn it off when you go home. You got to understand that. It's just not that simple. So when you're dealing with a modern liberal feminist, she's going to want to be dominant in all aspects, even when she comes home. So you got to be ready for that, right? And that's another one of the class, But sometimes these women undermine each other instead of addressing the structural systems that limit the choice, right? Now, what would happen if women supported each other's choice instead of fighting over the path, right? Which one is right? When women said, hey, you know what? If you want to do that, I support you in that. If you want to do that, I support you in that. Because at the same time, a lot of liberal modern feminists berate women who want to be feminine to men. Then why would you let a man control you? This is men, this, men, this. Bro, listen. It's so double standard now. You can be in a job, you can be in public, you can be anywhere. Women can berate men, belittle men all they want. All they want. They can do it up no matter what. They are encouraged to do it. They are told to do it. Women get in their little huddles and down men and talk bad about men. If a man even whispers something about a woman, oh no, you bet not. You listen, bro. Every time somebody try to get me saying something, I don't say nothing. I keep my opinions to myself unless it's on this. Because if you come on here to see me talk, I tell you off the top, this is red pill manosphere stuff. I don't woman bash. I don't hate women. I love women, but I have to tell you the truth about women. Most people won't do that. Okay, I'm not here to sway no one else to feel a certain way. I'm just telling you the truth that most people won't tell you, right? And I think that there's a lot of women out there who know the truth and would like to see the truth and would like to see a lot of men know the truth and actually improve themselves as men so they could be that feminine traditional woman. Because it's hard to be a feminine traditional woman when men are not being traditional masculine men. I think that's the biggest point we have to make right there. I think that's the biggest point of all, because if you can't be that, then that's the biggest problem. Because you can't ask a woman to be something that you're not being yourself. So to ask a woman to be a traditional wife, a traditional feminine wife, and you can't be a traditional masculine man, it's very hard, right? It's very hard. So with that being said, man, before we get out of here, right, I want to thank everybody who joined, everybody who came through. And this is my first time on TikTok, so shout out to TikTok. To be on TikTok, I don't really know how to do the TikTok live. I don't know how to do that or how this works. So it's a lot of stuff going on in this TikTok I don't even understand. Like, it's crazy. Things go across the screen, and I'm on my iPad, so I don't even know how that works. But shout out to Twitch. Of course, Twitch is always going up. Everybody who comes in on Twitch. Shout out to Instagram, everybody on that. It is Saturday night for Labor Day weekend, and I do have to go to bed early, so I'm not going to lie to you guys, right? We did 5-hour stream last night. 5 hours. And I was so tired. I'm talking about beat. I've done a 48-hour stream, but I rested in between. But doing 5 hours straight was crazy bananas. Like, I never did that before, right? I won't do that again. That's crazy. Also, shout out to everybody who gives me a sub on Twitch. Let's get those subs up. I want to get some more subs. If you're watching on Twitch, shout out, get a sub. We trying to get up to subs. If I get on Twitch, look, Twitch. If I get up to, on Twitch, if I get 250 subs, I'll cut my hair. And I got dreads. I've been having dreads for like 13 years. I've been having dreads for 13 years. If I get 250 subs on Twitch, I'll cut my hair live on Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram to any style that the person who gives me the 250th sub wants. Now that's kind of scary, but I'm willing to do it. 250 subs. We're having fun. I will be at TwitchCon this year, and I will be at ComplexCon. Destroy Lonely just got added to, I think Ken Carson just got added to ComplexCon. Also, this shit that's going on in Atlanta is crazy right now. Are y'all who's watching this shit in Atlanta right now? Is anybody watching this shit in Atlanta right now? This shit is going crazy. These dudes is next level. These dudes in Atlanta is bro, listen. I've never in my life seen this many niggas tell on each other that was cool with each other, and now they telling on each other, right? And then for dudes to say they street dudes talking on a recorded phone while on a RICO case, then getting out on a RICO case, having federal probation or parole, still trying to politic. Something ain't right here. Listen, if you know anything about the streets, you know anything about the criminal system, when they tell you you can't be involved in nothing, and you online talking about who snitching, who ain't snitching. First, nigga, once I get $1 million, I don't care about you niggas snitching, bro. That has nothing to do with me, bro. Second of all, I don't think none of these niggas is real street niggas. All these niggas be telling, bro. I don't believe nothing these niggas say, bro. Nothing. I take it with a grain of salt. If you sitting on these phone, if you on your phone right now at home, thinking these niggas is real and solid, you are tripping, bro. They're not. They are not. Right? They are not. They are not, bro. They are not real, bro. They are not real. If you sitting here thinking that they real like that, they are not real like that, bro. These niggas is faker than a $3 bill because it's all an act. This shit is all WWE, bro. It's especially niggas who. So here's what bothered me about the situation. Check this out. They saying that everyone knew that Young Thug told when his bus got shot up by Lil Wayne or whatever. No, when they shot up Lil Wayne's bus, right? But then they knew that P had told when Lil Baby signed to him the whole time. And Gunna knew this whole time, right? Then when Gunna signed his deal, so did Young Thug's brother. And Young Thug knew that. Everybody knew this, but when Gunna told, everybody turned on him. So if every one of y'all knew everybody's a rat, and when Gunna ratted, y'all all mad at him. And then they say it's all for clout. And 21 Savage just on the phone with him, nigga, they saying this and that. And then Young Thug is like, I don't know, man. They lying, cap. Bro, I'm sitting here like, bro, all y'all backwards. This is what we come to. Niggas going no jumper with Adam 22 talking this crazy shit. And niggas supposed to be real street niggas. I hope all the kids out there is watching. This is what y'all think street niggas is. I hope y'all are out there watching this shit, learning not to be a goofy like these niggas, man. I pray. Because if you don't understand, it's only two places you gonna go. Is death or jail, and you have to tell to get out of jail. Them niggas don't want to go. Nah, they don't want to go. And that's why I respect Charleston White, bro. That's why I respect Charleston White. Everybody be clowning Charleston White, but he be right about a lot of stuff. If you go back, Charleston White was right about a lot of stuff. Now that you think about it, Charleston White was right about a lot of stuff. Bro, hold on. What Charleston White know that we don't know? What does Charleston White know that we don't know? He knows something because he called a lot of this out. So did Cat Williams. Bro. Young Thug on the phone talking about Dirk and Baby and all this. It's crazy, bro. Talking about Pete, bro. Don't call my phone. Nigga call my phone saying anything weird, I'm hanging up. Hey, listen, somebody call your phone talking weird, man, just hang up. Just hang up. Do not let them play on your phone. That's crazy. Listen. Also, Labor Day weekend, guys. Be safe. Don't be out there. I don't drink, smoke, or do anything. I just chill. So be safe out there. I want to thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate it. TikTok. It's my first time going live on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram. As always, I always appreciate you guys for stopping by, hearing my opinions. I have to say this every time because they don't believe me. Shout out to the ladies. Love you, ladies. Every single color, every single style, even the Martians. I'm being goofy, but I'm just giving y'all my opinion from what I've learned from talking to ladies about ladies and how ladies act. So don't take it personal, because a lot of times they get in the comments and they take it personal and they try to get raspy. And I still give them respect. I do respect ladies, but ladies know what I be talking about. It's honest. You know, some of these women out here be playing devious, crazy games. And a lot of men don't know that. So my goal is to help men be better men so men can treat women better, because we have to start with the men. And so if you don't do that, better men means better society. If you look at all the technological advances, the medical advances in this world, better men made them, right? And what that means is better men treat women better, right? Better women can make better things too as well. So we have to start with the men. Hence why this is a man channel. And people don't like that, which is fine, but we're going to get up out of here, man. It's been a lovely day. Hey, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Twitch, TikTok, we're out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed day.